Okay, today we're reviewing an Emissary holiday. We talk about overstaying in the sense of overstaying after one of the towers break in one of your lanes, or just overstaying after a push kind of subsides, or you shove the wave and you don't want to greet another wave. We talk a good amount about soul awareness as well, just making sure you're hitting shop on all of your power spikes and making sure you're not allowing your souls to accrue to too high of a number. We talk about lottos, just, optimizing them, and then also something as simple as practicing them and practicing hitting them on time if you tend to mess it up a lot. And then we go into a good bit of depth around building and just what items are best in this game and in Holiday in general. Anyway, at Midnight, I was a top 10 Mirage, and for the past 10 months, I have been coaching. If you want free coaching, all you have to do is join the Discord linked in the description. If you do like the video, you know what to do, and I hope you enjoy. I mean, this is fine. She was reloading, but generally you're playing fine. Swung a little wide on that cover. Also not planning for a crack shot, but whatever, I'm sure you can recognize that. Should be looking for those denies. I like looking for poke, but you should always be prioritizing denies over poke. You probably weren't going to get either of them, but it's just good. Like, it's a good habit to just, whenever there's a solar, try to shoot it. Unless, you need to, you're running away or actually being shot, but in that situation where it's put another bullet at Haze or the soul orb is always more important unless she's in, kill range. Also, when you're looking for denies, you're looking for denies, but you aren't right there, your crosshair was on the top of the minion's head, and then you flicked to where the orb was. Your crosshair should be setting I don't know. However, I can't think of an arbitrary distance to compare however high a soul orb flies from a minion's head, but just lightly above the minion's head, ready to flick. Also, we just click to level our ability. That's why there was a level time. If you use control, tab, or alt along with your ability key to level it, not only will you not have a level up time, but you also will be able to do it mid-fight or any time where it's very important. So it's a lot better to get in the habit of not clicking on your abilities to level them, but using the control way. Also, we're sitting on a lot of souls at this point. We really need to be shopping. This is our second wave where we're staying. Unless we're saving for tier 2, but I can't think of many tier 2's holidays we'd be worth saving for holiday, but who knows? I guess we'll see. Their lane obviously very susceptible to weapon shielding. So I wouldn't be surprised if we see that come out at some point, but we wouldn't want to rush it because you do need some kind of damage. Yeah, we're not immediately shopping 1.6k, which means we weren't saving. Right now, at the very latest, you need to be running to shop on this last wave. Now, I'm glad you're doing it, but yeah, you realize you can't go because you need to push this wave. But now that you've realized you have a lot of money, surely you'll immediately beeline shop after this wave. Eka. See. I don't think weapon shielding is not going to be that hard to proc into Haze Wraith. We got enchanters. It's a good holiday item. I don't like it. Okay. I'm assuming you don't always start with enchanters, but you just realized you had 1.6k souls and beeline to T2. There's certain characters, well, not characters, there's certain items where that's good. I would say enchanters is just better to get 2 tier 1s. Well, that's not true. If you're into a spirit heavy lane, then I think enchanters is a good rush. But you don't have your ult yet, and they're both, relatively weapon heavy, so enchanter's emblem isn't going to be putting in a crazy amount of work this early. It would be better just to have, extra, if you're going spirit, extra charge, and, I don't know, extra spirit. I'm not the biggest holiday player. Nick, you are doing a great job keeping him poked down. Yeah, you prioritized orb there. That was good. You probably could have gotten, a shot on Wraith before going to orb, but I like that we just stayed on orb and didn't, weren't over eager with getting damage, because a crack shot would be nice on Wraith. Also, speaking of crack shots, we are crack shotting minions a lot, which isn't ideal. You obviously want to try, right there, you want to be trying to save your crack shots for enemy heroes, and then when you have it up and you are, still actively taking trades with enemy heroes, you want to be body shotting the minions. T2 Wraith card with enough spirit power would just proc spirit shielding. Yes, but she's, for one, that's only one character, and for, oh yeah, that was way too aggressive. For 2, I don't think she's gonna build enough, she is gonna burst with cards, but yeah, she's not building any spirit power early. It's what, 3, actually, you don't know the number, something at 350 damage, right? for proccing the shield. She'd have to throw 4 cards, right? Or I guess 3 cards, and then yeah. We just say, oh no, it's 150, I'm crazy. Okay, so 2 cards right now. I mean, still, she would proc it, but it's not... You're a lot more likely to proc... Even though weapon shielding is a higher threshold, you're a lot more likely to proc it with 2 hard gun characters in your lane. Okay. I mean, yeah, again... It's not like weapon shielding would be unproccable in this lane, but spirit shielding would be unproccable. Weapon shielding is going to. They're both like hard gun characters. If we're looking at the damage spread, I think they changed numbers on these items, and that's why I'm so thrown off. Why can I not find it? Holy shit, it's right there. Yeah, like 200 gun damage is not hard to fish up. And we're taking a ton just in general. If you're ever getting like all in by either of them, you're gonna take it. Heck, we should barrel. Only thing I would say is I don't mind the lasso. It's pretty unlikely you're not going to trade there, but the second that lasso ends, you should be barreling behind you immediately. Just for 1 to knock her up in tower range, and for 2 to keep a like high amount of or you know, just getting your burst DPS out before you explode. Heck, I mean, rate this building. Does she even have? I mean, her only spirit item is extra charge. She's gonna. Let's see. She's doing. I did not mean to go here. She's doing. I mean, I guess it's less of a split than I expected, but still 60% weapon damage. Heck, I mean, yeah, I'm glad we're going for, you know, the 2-1 combos now. Heck, yeah, I mean, this is fine. Let's see. Looking at our buy, yeah, our buy's all fine, I guess. I mean, yeah, you need extra stam, especially into a haze. And looks like we're just gonna slow play this lane. We're 8 minutes in. This is an emissary. I don't expect to see any rush for buffs or anything, but it is at a certain point when a lane starts stagnating like this, and we aren't really in range of getting a kill on either side, short of like, I guess your lasso did just come online. That's your best ticket into a kill. But like short of that, I would like to see more look towards like, you know, your centers that just came up, buffs that are about to spawn, and just start angling yourself more around the map, because you aren't really going to be able to roam as a holiday in a locked lane. I mean, in general in a locked lane, but especially you know, like a lash or something, you can boost into their lane, get an ult, and then boost back and have it be like very worth. Good lasso. We should barrel her. Yeah, perfect. I don't think that melee connected, so I think that was perfect. Like, with the enemy. Yeah, good trade there, or good, like, kill back. We go... Hold... yeah, I guess I've seen Cold Front on holiday before. And then we should live. You could throw a Kobe barrel. That's one thing I would do. You two are just coming online, just chuck one, like, at the sky. It's very risky to overstay right now. You're dead to 1 Wraith card. Oh, okay, she missed it. I think you're dead to like 1 Wraith card and bullet. You're dead to 1 Yamato slash. Yeah, there's haze. We should just be resetting there. There's no reason to stay like that. Okay, let's see. Yeah, that's true. You could also just go on top of the roof and throw pock shots with your barrel and crack shot. But that's assuming your team is going to re-engage, which I don't even think. Well, I guess if they keep sieging tower, but they should back off there because they're not that healthy either. But if they continue to siege, then yeah, being on the barrel or being on top of the roof is the play. Cube. Is this? Yeah, I guess this has just turned into a clusterfuck lane. Your team wants to flex. Wait, no, their team wants to flex. I hate having the sides flipped around so much. Let's see. Yeah, the build all seems fine. We are getting a little unhealthy again. I feel like we're gonna, because we bought extra health, I feel like we're definitely gonna go Fortitude with our playstyle. Great parry. There you go. Yep, there is not the flex, but the towers. Now we need to angle for the other side of the map, but defending ours. We bought a QSR on, yeah, on barrel. Okay. I'm assuming it's like rapid recharge next then. Unfortunate. I think my timer is desunk, so that wasn't that bad of a miss as it appeared. Ooh. Okay, I understand you were rolling in for the lasso, but you did start the roll after she used her ult. So I think like that's the type of thing where mentally you're locked into one action, and then you continue to do it even after like you should get a good lasso here. A little lag, I think, but after the like field of play changes, because I can tell again. I used to have this issue, so I can tell the exact thing where like you're thinking. You know, you're going to roll in and lasso, and you're just fully focused on that, and then when she ults, you don't quite pay attention to it, and then it just, you know, ends up pretty poorly with you. Interface like that. Okay. Let's see. Unfortunately, we're missing our vending machines. If we miss one more, I would say it's something worth practicing. There you go. Yeah, it's unfortunate. I just missed the timing with our jumping. Should be able to throw. Okay, we're just gonna look for wave. I mean, your Viscous is here. I guess it's better for you to split wave with them. But you could have been there's been a little more time on that camp. It wasn't like Wraith was pressuring your walker. Also, now you could throw a barrel at these to farm them faster. You have two, so you might as well put one on cooldown. You don't have much. Well, I guess you do have lasso, but your kill potential on Wraith isn't crazy just because she has TP. She's very slippery, so that second barrel isn't going to be an immediate concern very often. You are going to come behind it, which, I mean, I like this. Oh, you leave the lasso too. Perfect. And you just immediately barrel as soon as it ends. Yeah, perfect. One thing, did we barrel there? I mean, it's on cooldown, so I'm assuming we did. It must have just hit as the Viscous Cube did, so there wasn't a animation or anything. Okay, but yeah, that was great. We are going for that gank. I like that we're leading with our lasso, so she can just TP out. And then Viscous timed his Q or his ball very well. This is a little over eager when you don't have anyone nearby. You know, again, the type of thing I talk about. You know, you see Haze, even no one nearby. You know, this is like if they send one more, you know, you don't have any backup, so it's pretty risky. You definitely shouldn't be going further than this wave. Oh, Chattel, thank you. Why is it off again? For some, this is like the one element when I turn it off on one scene, it turns off for all my scenes. Like every other element is, you know, obviously as they should be, just like dependent on the scene. But thank you for the correction, noob. Okay. I gotta drink some tea. Bet they got regrets now. Okay. Looks like we're going for bridge buff off spawn, please. It's about to spawn in like 10 seconds. I think we are. Don't drop down. Okay, actually, you have kill potential. It's more valuable than bridge buff. Oh god, that's the first light melee. I mean, you don't have Spirit Strike, but it's like it is pretty much nowhere else she's gonna parry. The second light melee, you definitely shouldn't go for. Also, by that, those light melees, I'm assuming we are also gonna buy Spirit Strike. There's no reason to play like that if we're not. Hey, curious if the YouTube videos are gonna come back anytime soon. I love watching them while I eat. I want to. I'm trying to find a way to like cookie cutter thumbnails, and then they're coming back. I have a couple of VODs that I think are YouTubeable. I just need to get an easy way to make thumbnails, and they're coming back. I just started re-uploading on the VODs channel, so I'm getting the whole upload train back, and it should. I mean, I'd like to say they'll start this week. They'll start this week if I get a like stellar review VOD this week. Otherwise, they'll probably start next week. But they'll probably be bi-daily instead of daily. I guess it depends on how hard the thumbnail is to make. If the thumbnail is very easy, we'll go back to daily uploads. If the thumbnail still takes like a while, then we'll probably keep bi-daily uploads. But I do want to bring back all the YouTube videos. Unfortunate lasso. But also, if you want something to watch you eat, and you want, I mean, what is like, you know, essentially equivalent of the YouTube videos, since they are completely unedited, on the VODs channel, like I have, every VOD has playlists of like ranks and characters, so you can just like go specifically search out VODs of the character you want to look at and go to the timestamp. Okay. You should just put a big red arrow and circle in your thumbnail. Oh yeah, yeah. Well, I'm actually thinking of like cookie cutter character image on the right, and I just need something on the left. That's easy. Glad to hear they're coming at all. Got from Ritualist to Archon in the past few months with educational content helps. Yeah, I'm glad it's helping. Much appreciated. I like hearing when it helps people too, because I don't know. I have we've gone through the arcs of imposter syndrome with how like unimaginably washed I am right now. So I very much appreciate hearing how it helps. Okay. Yeah, I like ganking the Shiv. Definitely overcommitted. 3v1. He'll probably have backup, but that's still 3v2, which we like. Or he's just flying shiving away. Yeah, just flying shivs away, unfortunate. You shouldn't keep chasing, you're not going to catch him. Yeah, I'm glad we just go to the wave. I did the math, and QSR deals 35 more damage than buying Improved Spirit, but Improved Spirit gives buffs to every ability. Yeah, I mean, I think, yeah, the vision of QSR is for barrel spam, but it definitely, I mean, we did get rapid recharge. Yeah, I do think, because also getting more crack shot damage is so big. This Shiv loves his flying Shiv deck. I do think with that math in mind, Improved Spirit probably is stronger early burst than QSR, because you are definitely not using it for the reload. We went Battle Vest and opening rounds. Oh, okay, I see the vision with opening rounds. But Battle Vest, really? I mean, I guess they are... they're only 2 gun... Well, I mean, like we talked about before, Wraith isn't even, like, crazy gun. Yeah, I wouldn't say Battle Vest is a play right now. Even though Inverness is building a lot of gun items, he still is going to do a majority spirit damage. I also just don't, I mean, you're going a full spirit build on Holiday. For one, when you go full, like, either spirit or gun build, and you want to lightly spec into one of the other damages, it's much better to get an item that is the damage type. Like, Battle Vest is a weapon, or an item that improves weapon damage, but it's green, so you aren't actually getting any of the investments, and since you spent so few souls in the tree, it's much better for you to spend, like, as many souls as you can in that tree. Just, she's gonna ult, right? Does she not have ult? I shouldn't have it. Just so you can get, you know, the extra weapon damage on top, then getting the green investment, which you could get from a neutral item, and you're already getting a decent green investment from Fortitude and Enchanters. There you go. We should get a kill with Barrel Crackshaw here. Oh, that's unfortunate. You should not keep chasing now. This is risky. I mean, I guess you're 500, but okay. You got the kill. Was getting a little scary, but you picked her up. Tank Buster, yeah, that's fair. And then just shout the bird kills. Actually, wait, how did Great Talon get the assist? Oh, I guess he was just birding from close enough. In that situation, I mean, you did end up dying to haze, which is good, but I would almost just start standing still and staring at the haze. Because the second you hear Talon Bird, it's best by far for you just to die to the haze, because you're never going to live. Well, I shouldn't say never, but you have like a less than 1% chance of living. So it's just much better for you to let the haze kill you so you don't give Talon stacks. The thing is, Improved Spirit will always deal the improved damage, while QSR's damage is charge up based. Yeah, and QSR only being on one ability is, yeah, not the most stellar, like with What character do you... I'm trying to think of what character... I'm actually blanking on what character loves QSR because he just spams one ability that does... Oh, like Ward and Flask. Having QSR and Ward and Flask where you have, like, you know, at the end, or by the middle of the game, you have a 4-second buck ton improved damage, and you're also normally buying improved spirit on top of that as Warden. There's K-Dash. Oh, there's K-Dash. Oh, yeah, 100%. That's a good point as well, noob. Surge would be much better on Holiday. Surge is also just a very, very OP item. I mean, K-Dash is good as well. This makes it to YouTube. Kinetic Dash is good as well. But it's just, I mean, for one, you're a spirit build, and for two, Arcane Surge is just so insanely overpowered. Having, you know, improved spirit power on one ability, improved range, improved everything. And the stamina. It is, you are starting to spec back gun, which is interesting. I mean, I don't mind filling your investment slots. But if you're, like, I think opening rounds is a great item for filling your investment slots because that gives you... Sorry, 1 second. We'll have hiccups because I made the mistake of drinking tea. Unfortunately missed that. But opening rounds gives you the weapon investment of... Like, something that is... Oh, that is really unfortunate. We just let ourselves get killed by him. But that is irreplaceable. Like, nothing... There's no spirit item you can get that's comparable to opening rounds. So you're not really giving up anything and you're getting the weapon investments. Versus, you know, Battle Vest, which isn't giving you weapon investments, but is weapon damage. Or Kinetic Dash, which is giving you weapon investments, but is a weaker version for your build of Arcane Surge. Okay. Let's see, just reading the chat. Okay, but yeah, I would recommend the Arcane Surge. Also, at this point, it's, I mean, yeah, like right here, it's fine to use Crackshot on minions, just to clarify. Like at this point in the game, when you're not like actively close to a fight, it's fine to be using it. Debuff remover, they do, yeah, they have a lot. I mean, actually, do they? Shiv is building, I guess that's... Okay, I guess it's an iteration of gun. I mean, their burns is a problem, so I guess debuff remover just removing its burn is great. But that's really... I mean, it's going to provide debuff reduction value on pretty much everyone else, I suppose. But yeah, it does give a lot of value in Inverness. Although at that point, if you're just building for Inverness, like, Bladed Armor would kind of go crazy here. It isn't... Okay, we go Glass Cannon. But, like, it gives a ton of value into Inverness, ton of value into Haze, good value into Wraith. And good value into the Shiv, actually, since he's doing this, I guess, gun build. Okay, yeah, good kill. And then he's pathing very poorly, but he'll live for some reason. Okay. I mean, this is kind of a game of, like, you know, I coach all those Shivs, and I mentioned learning flying Shiv tech. This is kind of the perfect example of how... Let me just, before I start, let me do this. Of how, like, egregiously awful at the game you're allowed to be if you just know flying Shiv tech to escape. Because you just, I mean, if you are good at flying Shiv tech, you're basically unkillable. Because no one can keep up with you. Short of Heartsy seeing you. It's rough that bounce pad got cocked. Okay. Let's see. I mean, that did give us... it's unfortunate we didn't get the kill on the Yamada. That's the one thing, again, I've mentioned this before, I really hope they change... I mean, you wouldn't have gotten this stack on the Yamada either way, but I really hope they change Glass Cannon so you also get a stack if you do majority damage on a kill. Because having it just be the last set feels so bad. Okay. When you were fighting the Yamada, I don't think you could have angled yourself better for the kill, because you kind of just headshot her as the ult was ending, so you didn't have a choice to, like, wait or leash it out. Kills though. I mean, Infernus is dead. You guys should be able to get mid off this. Yep, looks like you are pathing mid. Talon's birding from... Is it a bird max Talon? Why do I just constantly hear him birding from like 20 years? It is. Okay. I guess... Okay, maybe you just max bird second. Oh, this is... I guess it's not that weird, but it's not normal. Okay. Reverb before Boundless is crazy, but I don't know. You know what, to be fair, I've only played Burn Max Talon within the past, like, ever, so should be one to talk. And you should just be, I wouldn't melee, you should just be ready to lasso. It's unlikely anyone will contest, but your lasso is a great way to pull anyone who does and just make sure they can't get any stacks. It's more valuable than you meleeing, because the second you start meleeing, you get locked into that animation. Whereas it's just standing like 5 pixels back and being ready to press lasso if anyone jumps in pit. Okay. Also, no one parried on that, which again, I noticed on the new Reach people really don't parry, which, you know, it's because people are a lot less likely to steal. But it is still worthwhile. Obviously, again, shouldn't have been you, because your denial should have been just prepping for your lasso. But it is still worthwhile to just have a person parry if you have more than 4. Because if someone jumps in and like hits a triple parry on all of you meleeing and then gets 2 melees of the rejuve, it still is worth it for their death. Even if it's not the, you know, insane game-turning value it used to be. Okay. Where should we miss that? Yeah, I would say that's the 3rd lotto we've missed this game. I think we're like 3 for 4. I would definitely practice that. Not anything crazy, but just go into the training range, go to that like lotto in the camps area. It's like to the right and then underground. I believe that's where it is. I just practice it for like 5 minutes until you can do them consistently. And it will, I mean, you know, it would have netted you 6 buffs, or no, it's 3 per. Would have netted you 9 buffs already, which would have been very nice. Also, I think, yeah, yeah, I would just practice that a bit. You are positioned a little over aggressively. Fortunately, we missed that lasso, but your team is running Urn, is going to be angling more towards Urn. Or I guess all 5 of them run at the one guy instead of helping Geist run the Urn. Okay. Well, that, I mean, that could have been very punishable. It's unlikely people are going to bait like that in a sea level. Like, if 2 people had baited there, and then when your Geist was running alone, there was like 1 guy or 2 guys waiting to jump for it, could have been a little scary. Don't fall back for Infernus, please. You already have 2 teammates going there. You aren't going to make it in time. Okay, you're just getting midway. Perfect. Okay. No, do not go back for Infernus. This is so bad. You're looking at the zip. This is just, yeah, you're not going to catch him. I guess you're going to buy, but like, you guys have game control. You have reach. No, you are going for Infernus. You're not even buying, which you're sitting on 7k. First off, you should be buying. Second off, you shouldn't be resetting for Infernus. Third off, if you want to buy, you should be buying in Secret Shop, because you guys have so much map control and game control. And we didn't buy again, which is really bad. We're next to the base. And we just wasted like 20 seconds going back to this Infernus, so we were never going to catch. You should be, I mean, yeah. Wish he'd parry. I was gonna say that. You did see that haze at 1 HP a little bit, but it's fine to just focus Shiv. Maybe I'm just gonna like chalk that up to me having wall hacks in replay mode. And just, you know, maybe you didn't see it as well. I mean, yeah, unfortunately we went for the last of their little game knowledge check, I suppose. Now we're buying, and we should at least, at the very least, they should be base guardians. And get us our final flex. Lucky shot. Okay, so you're just specking more gun at this point, I see. I do like how the build kind of came around. And actually, I take back my points about Battle Vest, because since you actually ended up specking full gun, it is better to have Battle Vest. I just didn't, I thought you were going to start specking back Spirit, so never mind. I do think Battle Vest is a good buy on this build. Could be, I mean, you guys are really slow to breach when they literally have 2 alive, which to be fair, one of them is the Infernus. But it is still, we shouldn't be, I mean, we hear our Infernus fighting our team. We should try to kill him. It's so big if he dies. Yeah, there we go. We managed to take 1, but at least he just ran into our team. And then that should be game. That 100% should be a game. Because their Infernus doesn't get another fight since he just ran in like that. Also, you should focus Patron before fighting this guy running into your team, because you want to get Patron knocked as soon as possible. Would have been really, really nice if Patron was falling right now while you guys were doing this fight. Oh, whatever. You kill them all, then you end the game. Although, did they stall for Infernus? No, they did not. You guys need to get in pit and immediately hit it, because Infernus is going to be alive, like, what, 7 seconds after it falls? So we need to be hitting it immediately. Like, this is really bad. We should not be chasing this deep. Now, yeah, now Infernus is allowed to respawn. Does look like we'll live. We could have used debuff remover on that Mystic Reverb. Have we used debuff remover much this game? Why is it not an option to see here? It's always an option to see. Okay, well for some reason I can't see our debuff remover uses. But definitely I think we underutilized debuff remover after buying it. And I know we bought it for Infernus, but I think we held it a bit much for Infernus. And I think you should be, like, even if you're buying it for Infernus, you should be keeping in mind, like, okay, it's for Infernus, but I can still cleanse Shiv Bleed, I can still cleanse Talon Reverb. If Yamada bought Reverb, she had not yet, can still cleanse, you know, any of the CCs. Or just debuffs. I mean, Haze Fixation as well. What is this? You can see how many stacks she got. Let's see. As far as your notes, let me just check. Wait, we should buy a restorative shot. I'm so used. Okay. Well, I guess you didn't run out of pressing need for it at any point, but that item is just so good right now. Why? Control V? Or why do I have a period on my clipboard? What? Okay. Alright. Anyway, as far as your notes, in the early game and laning stage, there was a little lack of soul awareness and just making, you know, especially thinking of that. I mean, in general throughout the game, but especially that first time where we let our souls get to 1.7 before we shopped. A little rough. We didn't really notice our souls until they got way too high. I don't think you should be saving for a T2 that early, and if you are, the second your souls hit 1.6k, you should be running back to shop, where you like kind of waited another wave, then realized like halfway through the wave. It was just a little rough. Next, I would say we could definitely tune up like our overstaying. We overstayed just a little bit. In general, when they were sieging our tower and we were low and we went back in, and then we were also a little lane locked, I would just be a little more like, you know, it's not, if you need to play safe, go on a roof, throw some barrels, go to base because you're low. That is better than kind of re-engaging low HP or sticking around. Next, let's see, I'd say practice lottos. Let me just add that for my notes later, but I would say you should practice lottos. Again, nothing crazy. Literally just go into the practice range for like 5 minutes. I'll just show where it is in case you don't know where it is. I would assume you do, but just to be safe, just right here. Practice this for literally 5 minutes, just hitting it, getting it down, getting the timer down. And then let's see, lastly, I mean, I guess there's all the build stuff we talked about. I think your build ended up being pretty fine. Like I said, I rescind my statements about Battle Vest. I still think Arcane Surge is better than Kinetic Dash, but the rest I think is pretty solid. Oh, and the QSR stuff. The rest I think is pretty solid. I don't know how many glass cannon stacks you got, but it does give a lot of weapon damage, especially paired with Lucky Shot. And then if you really want to deny us Infernus and this Wraith and Haze, plated armor is a very strong item, gives you a lot of survivability. Only, you know, 3.2 more than the debuff remover, and you know, I would say it gives a lot more value against Infernus in particular. On top of that, we were building for Infernus, we weren't playing for Infernus. I wish I could check how many times you hit your lasso on him. I don't think you lassoed Infernus once, when really in a team fight, I don't know why my voice cracked when I was saying once, but really in a team fight, our whole goal should be get our lasso on Infernus. So that way we can just, you know, deny him from doing the insane amount of damage he's going to do if he's allowed to just go sicko mode on you. Okay, watch on YouTube. Hope you enjoyed. Keep it real.